Hi there, how are you? It's Tamara from the future, and I'm going to narrate this experience because I was dumb and didn't do it at the time, and I have to try to remember a month later exactly what happened. I went to Amsterdam. Well, I actually stayed there for like 3 nights and I didn't record any of it, which is incredibly annoying. The hostel was fantastic and it was just such a great time, and I met up with a bunch of friends and I loved it. Also, I sound like I'm dying, and maybe I am. I don't know what's going on with my voice at the moment. In my first half an hour in Amsterdam, I succeeded in walking into the red light district, which was an interesting experience. I saw some pretty different things, but Amsterdam as a city is just amazing. It is so open and youthful. It's like a university town. It's amazing. It's got such a chilled vibe, like so different to any other city I've been to in Europe so far, which isn't saying much, but still, I loved it. It was great. One thing that has been said before about Amsterdam, and I'm saying again because it's incredibly traumatic, are the bicycles and the cyclists. They are terrifying. I was way too scared to cycle there. It would have been horrific. I think myself, I had almost 2 near-death experiences with cyclists, and it's as if they are intentionally trying to hit me. It's incredibly rude. The next day, I went with my cousin and her husband and their 2 adorable dogs to The Hague. And there wasn't much to see in The Hague. There were some weird statues and whatever, but I entertained myself there for a couple of hours at most. The one really beautiful thing there was the sea and watching the little dogs play on the beach. But it was a pretty standard Netherlands place. I also went to Utrecht, Leiden, and Amersfoort, and I didn't record any of those 3 places because I'm super lazy and dumb. The fact that I was able to use my Afrikaans, which up to that point I thought was a complete waste of brain space and time, I was able to use it because it's very similar to Dutch and I could actually understand what was going on. So that was pretty exciting for me. I felt like I knew another language. Although admittedly, spoken Dutch sounds like Sims. The next day I went to Haarlem due to my cousin's insistence, and by this time all of the Netherlands cities were just blending into each other and I had no appreciation for the place, and I was just kind of bored because they all kind of look the same to me at this point. They all have a very similar setup. However, I dutifully wandered around and looked at all the sites and attempted to appreciate what was around me, and it is a really cool town, but there's only so much you can do in Haarlem.
So, I'm currently sitting in a park that seems to second as a child's playground, so I can't video it because I think it'll probably be a little inappropriate, and I already feel uncomfortable pulling a camera out where there are children around. It just kind of looks dodgy, so I'm gonna make this quick. I have just eaten my packed lunch because I am on a very tight budget. I can only spend so much money. If you knew the budget I had for Paris right now, it's going to be interesting. There's going to be a lot of scraping together. But anyway, I've just really been wandering around, kind of just following the big pretty buildings, and that's pretty much all I've done. So I think I'm gonna actually research like what there is to do in Haarlem, because I mean, like, while I'm here I might as well do something worthwhile. I'm here until like 5:30, so I have some time. Now I'm just feeling awkward. Update on me being in a park that seems to second as a children's playground. One of the people who were watching the kids blew the whistle for a certain grade to go in, and they looked at me expectantly, like they expected me to go in as well, so don't appreciate that.
After this video in the park, I needed to charge my phone because it was on like 5%, it was gonna die. I had no Google Maps without it, and I would have gotten lost. I needed to find my way back to the train station at a specific time. So I spent ages wandering around begging people if they have charging ports in their cafes, and no one did, not even McDonald's. So I thought, okay, I know Starbucks will have. So I tried to find a Starbucks, and by this time my phone had died, so I couldn't look it up. So I wandered around where all the other cafes were, thinking, this will be where Starbucks is, surely, and I just could not find it. So by that time, I still had an hour and a half before I had to leave, and I was so stressed about not finding the train station that I just went to this train station. I left town and went to the station because I thought I can't check the time. I can't find my way back if I start wandering around. I'm screwed. I should just sit there and do nothing. And lo and behold, the Starbucks I've been searching for by this time about 45 minutes was at the fucking train station. Fuck my life. So I spent my last about hour sitting in the Starbucks cafe charging my phone and appreciating what I truly had. And that is that. That was my Netherlands experience. It was really great. I loved it. It's such an amazing country, and I definitely want to study there after experiencing it. Everyone is so friendly and open, and it's just a really great place.